I'm gonna be extremely blunt. This right here is your only chance to succeed in trading. Do the things that I'm about to share with you in this video, and I can guarantee you that you will become part of the 1% of traders that make it. So if that sounds interesting, let's get right into it. Firstly, you need to understand that trading is a business and needs to be treated like one. Do not believe the hype. Trading is and will never be a get-rich-quick scheme. You need to think of trading as a marathon and not a sprint. This is a huge mistake that almost everyone makes, including myself. They get into trading and their first thought is that, okay, this right here is a get-rich-quick scheme. This is the vehicle that's gonna take me from point A to point B in 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe 1 month after I find that holy grail strategy. No, this is not how trading works. And the sooner you understand it, the better, because trust me, if you do not understand that trading is a business and needs to be treated like one, you will blow so much money, so many accounts, and you will also go through some very stressful times. Before I continue with the video, I briefly wanted to mention that if you want to get access to the trades I am taking on a daily basis, you should go ahead and join my SMC trading group. It is the first link down below in the video description. Secondly, you need to understand that trading is an individual sport. What do I mean by that? You see, in trading, it is you against you. You don't need to compare yourself with other people online because you don't know their journey. You don't know what they went through in order to achieve what they've achieved. Maybe they're already 4 years into trading and you barely just started. So it's not normal for you to compare yourself with someone that has a lot more experience than you. And nowadays, with the social media, with so many people posting profits, fancy cars, fancy clothes and whatnot, it is so easy to feel bad because they're at a level and you feel very, very low, especially when you start. And then what happens next is, because you feel that you're not where you want to be and you want to become like them, you then tend to risk more and to do the mistakes that will lead to you blowing a lot of money, or worse, to you quitting trading for good. Like I said, trading is an individual sport and you should only compare yourself to yourself from 1 week ago, from 2 weeks ago, and so on. Because like this, you will see growth. Whereas suppose if you compare yourself with someone online that has a super fancy car and started trading 5 years ago, that right there is not a good comparison to make. And you should also subscribe to the channel if you like content like this and you don't want to miss out on any future uploads. The third thing that I'm about to go over that you need to understand is that in trading, you only need one strategy that is suitable for yourself. You don't need 3 different strategies. You don't need to trade the most used strategy out there just because there's a lot of people that use it, or just because your best friend uses it, or your favorite trader. You need a strategy that fits your style and fits your schedule. And like I said, only one. You don't need multiple. In trading, the less amount of time you spend on the charts, the better. Because like this, you'll expose yourself a lot less to the markets and you'll only trade when you'll see the A+ setups. And recently, a lot of people in my community that went for the mentoring program finally understood this, that in trading less is always more, because they took the program, they've learned the mentoring system that only requires 15 minutes a day, and after that they applied it and they understood that they don't need to quit their job, they don't need to sacrifice time with the family, they don't need 8 hours a day to trade, and they don't need multiple strategies. They only need one system, 15 minutes a day, and the discipline to apply it and stay consistent. That's literally all you need in order to become profitable in trading. The simpler, the better. And on that note, of course, if you want to apply for my mentoring program, check the second link down below in the video description. Next major thing that you need to understand is that trading is all about discipline and simplicity. What do I mean by that? In trading, you need to be disciplined. Okay, what do I mean by discipline? You need to be disciplined enough to show up every day, to stay consistent, to respect your plan, even when you're facing a losing streak, because everyone can respect a plan when things go well, But the real test is when you face a losing streak. That's when the real test occurs. Can you still be disciplined enough to not hop onto a different strategy as soon as you face a losing streak? If the answer to that is yes, then you're on the right way towards success in trading, because that's where most people go wrong. They're disciplined only during the good times. And then when a rough period occurs that is totally normal and will always be part of the game, then they tend to hop onto a different strategy, different trading plan, thinking that what they did before doesn't work anymore. And this is what I mean by discipline, being disciplined enough to stay consistent and to pass these tests that will come your way every now and then. And then regarding simplicity, in trading, this took me a lot of time to understand that you don't need 5-6 hours a day in front of the charts in order to be profitable. Secondly, you don't need a super complex strategy with multiple indicators, multiple confluences, and so on and so forth. And number three, you don't need to trade every single session. Basically trade the New York as well as the London and also the Asian session. No, you only need one strategy that needs to be as simple as possible, because like this you can rinse and repeat and apply every single day without having any issues. Secondly, you should only need between 20 or 30 minutes a day to apply it. And lastly, you only need to trade one of those sessions. Do not trade all of them. Trade the one that you feel comfortable with. Let's say you have the second part of your day busier, then trade during the first part of the day. So this is what I mean by simplicity, because once again, in trading, less is always more. And I know that this doesn't apply to most things. If you want to become an athlete, you need to spend 8 hours a day or more to train. But in trading, it is very different. And as soon as you understand this, you'll take a massive step forward towards profitability. And lastly, never give up. I know you probably heard this before, but this is the truth. The people I know that found success in trading are the ones that went through thick and thin and basically were strong enough to go through the rough periods where they were blowing accounts, jumping from one strategy to another, not knowing what will be next or how they will be able to make it in trading. These are the people that eventually made it and became profitable. So if you want to become part of the 1% that make it, you should never give up. Of course, if you feel that trading is for yourself, because if trading is not for you, then give up as soon as possible, because there's people that aren't made for trading. There's people that don't find it interesting. Personally, when I started trading, I remember I was spending hours. I was spending 5-6 hours a day going through as many videos as possible, backtesting. I was very passionate about it. So if you don't have that fire inside of you when it comes to trading, then maybe it's not for you. And that's great. You can find something else that might be for you. But if you truly know that trading is for you, then do not give up. Because like this, you will ensure that someday, no matter whether if it's after 1 year, after 2 years, after 3 years, after 6 years, you will eventually make it. So yeah, if you agree with the things that I've just mentioned, feel free to leave a comment down below. Very curious to see what you guys have to say. Or of course, if there's any other tips that I might have not mentioned that you guys think might be very important, feel free to drop those as well. And of course, till the next video, if you have any video ideas, drop them down below, share and like this video if you found it valuable, and a very cool video will pop on the screen right now. A video where I share with you how you can become profitable by only spending 15 minutes a day. So feel free to go ahead and check it out. Until next time, I want to wish you all the best and take care.